Hi guys, welcome to our Friday Pilates session. So I'm Kaitlyn for those that don't know me, and this is Shaun today. So Holly unfortunately couldn't join us, but Shaun needs to do some Pilates anyway, so here we go. And it is our Funky Friday again, guys, so I hope you're wearing your colourful tights at home and joining in with a bit of the fun in the clinic. So again, we're going to go through our 45-minute mat session. And I'll make modifications along the way because we'll keep it at that low to intermediate metal level to begin with. If you have any screaming, niggling injuries, please see your physiotherapist about it or contact us. Otherwise, we'll continue on. So what we'll do, guys, if I can get you all kneeling, facing this way, thank you. So let's have your right foot forward, left foot back. Beautiful. And then we're just going to lean forward into a hip flexor stretch. We're going to take both arms up towards the ceiling as we take a deep breath in. As we exhale, we'll just sit back and then arch over our front leg into a hamstring stretch. Shaun's been sitting down all day, so
Really tight.
good. Leaning forward, tucking your pelvis underneath you, taking the arms up towards the ceiling. Just until you feel a little bit of a lat stretch through the left hip and then coming back again. Fabulous. Good. And going forward again, we're going to do 3 more here, guys, making sure we're nice and open through the hips before we begin, particularly for everyone doing homeschooling, which you can have a nice break from. You're right, Shaun?
Yep. Yes.
Bit different from our usual performance sessions last COVID lockdown. Beautiful. Good. Last one here, guys, and then you'll swap the other leg around. So left foot is forward now, right foot behind. I'll get you to swap legs. Thank you, Shaun. Left foot is forward now, right foot behind, and again, tucking tailbone underneath, leaning forward, taking the arms up towards the ceiling. Good, and exhale as you're diving over the front leg, just to feel the stretch through the back of the hamstrings as well. Good, just working through this here, guys. Just nice and slow, just as a warm up. Good, we'll do 3 more here, thank you. Breathing in as you're coming up, arms reaching up towards the roof. And exhale as you're coming back. Good. 1 more, thank you. Beautiful. Beautiful, good. So now I'll get everyone lying on their backs, thank you. Shaun will lie on his back, head up this end. Perfect. And we're going to have hands just by your side. Legs will come up into tabletop, and we're going to go into your side to side. So Shaun, both your legs will be at 90 degrees, perfect. Legs will be stuck together. We're going to inhale as you rock them over towards one side as far as you can go before your opposite shoulder comes up. Exhale back to the center using your tummy, and then inhale over to the other side. Beautiful, good. And for those at home that aren't comfortable with legs and tabletop for any reason, legs on the ground is fine also. So Shaun's actually moved his hands out to about 45 degrees, which is where you should perform this exercise, just so you have a little bit more stability. Another great one to help warm up the joints in your lower back, particularly if you've been doing lots of sitting, which is all too easy to do at the moment, unfortunately. Good. 1 more over towards me. So keep going with this here, guys. Good. Let's go 1 more either side. Okay, Shaun. Good, and then coming back. Perfect, and then everyone's going to place their feet back down onto the earth. Hands will remain down by your side now, closer towards the hips, palms will be down. And now we're going to just move through a normal double leg bridge. So you're going to exhale, roll the pelvis back, articulate the hips up towards the ceiling, and then breathing in as you're rolling back down again. Good. So just nice and slow. So we're going to do the rolling version of the bridge here where you're melting up through the spine. Good. And then melting back down through the sternum as you start to peel back down again. Good for Shaun's spine.
Feel every vertebrae leaving.
Beautiful. Keep going here, guys. Exhale as you're peeling up. Inhale as you're coming down. There should be energy in between the knees so they're staying apart the whole time. Fabulous one for you, Margaret and Jane at home. Hope you're watching. Told you I was going to shout out to you. Make sure you're doing your Pilates at home. Good. 2 more, please, for everyone at home. Good. 1 more. Thank you, Shaun. Fabulous. And then have a break. Good. So now we're going to go legs stuck together, please. Feet are still down on the ground, hands are still bound by your sides. And then we're going to articulate back up into a bridge, but your legs are together now. So it's just going to feel a little bit different. Good. Still rolling through the spine for me. If you want to add a little bit of extra zing at home, arms up towards the roof is fine. Again, if you want to make it harder, feet on a foam roller is also an option. But that will be quite cruel for the hamstrings. Fabulous. Good. Still tucking the pelvis back and rolling up towards the ceiling. Shaun always goes for the harder options.
It's a difficult one for
Love
it.
Okay. Yeah. Sorry, Shaun. You can, guys, you can have your legs slightly further apart if that's more appropriate. Good. 1 more here, please, guys. Fabulous. Good. Have a break. So we're going to go through some leg circles next for your lower abdominals, and it will work the front of your hip flexors as well. So why don't we keep, let's go right leg out long, left leg stays bent. You're going to have your arms by your side. So you're going to draw your belly button down towards your spine just to prep through the abdominals. You're going to lift the leg up, and we're just going to do little circles. So you're going to go out to the side and then back through to the center. The circle is only as wide as you can go, keeping the pelvis level. Again, our cocktails must remain on the pelvis without rocking them off, because it's Funky Friday and we're going to drink them later. Good, Shaun. The lower you take the leg, the harder it's going to be. 1 more, and then reverse direction for everyone at home. Thank you. And Shaun will go other direction. Perfect. Good. Again, if you want it harder, again, you can have your other leg out long on the ground. Otherwise, bent is fine. Perfect. Good. And then you're going to place the leg back down onto the earth, bend the right knee up. Good. Keeping the foot on the ground. Left leg is going out nice and long. And then we're just going to hover it up into the air again, keeping the tummy connected. And we're going to go out to the side and circle it around. So leg circles. A little bit of pressure down through the pinky side of the hands also wouldn't go astray. Will help stabilize you through the back of your body. It's quite good at this one, Shaun.
Yeah, it's actually quite difficult.
Yeah, it is quite hard. So again, if you're struggling at home, keep the circle quite high up. Good. Other direction, thank you. Yeah, good. Perfect. Good. 3 more circles for everyone at home, and then you can place the foot back down onto the earth. What's funny?
We're level 1 here.
And placing the leg back down, guys. Good. Have a break. You're going to slide both knees back in, so bending them. Feet are staying on the ground. So we're going to go hip width apart now. So what we're going to do is we're going to come up into a single leg bridge. So let's go up on the right leg. Lifting our hips up towards the ceiling. So now you're going to draw a circle in the air with your left leg at the top there. Good. You're going to do 4 circles one way, and then 4 the other, and then roll back down. If this is too hard for you, just do the single leg up and down without the leg circle. Shaun is doing a fabulous job. His pelvis is remaining level. Fabulous. And then coming back down. Beautiful. Leg goes back down onto the earth. Now we're going to be coming up into a single leg bridge on our left leg. Right leg is in the air, and we circle again. 4 circles going out first, and then 4 circles the other direction once you're finished there. Arms are by your side. Again, for the crazy people at home, if you want your arms up towards the roof, that's also fine. Fabulous. Good. Are you doing another round, Shaun?
You said 4 one way.
Okay, okay. I told Shaun this was going to be easy, and now he's going to fly through it, so he's having a great time. Okay, good. Catch your breath. So, now we're going to have our left leg in tabletop. We're going to come up into a single leg bridge, so take the hips up towards the ceiling, and then come back down again. Just a plain old single leg bridge. Again, you can do the hinge version, which is what Shaun's quite familiar with, or you can roll up and down through the spine, whatever feels most appropriate for you. Good. 4 more, please. Still keeping an eye that our waist is nice and long either side of the body, so we're not hitching at one side, and that we're maintaining our abdominal connection. Fabulous. Foot goes back down onto the earth. Other one is coming back up into tabletop, and when you're ready, exhale, pressing through that left heel, driving up into your single leg bridge. Inhale, coming back down. Perfect. Good. Beautiful. Keep going here, guys. We're going to do another 4 more at this pace, so not going too quickly. Exhale, focusing on the form rolling up, and inhale, melting back down through the spine. Perfect. Good to get those sleepy glutes working. So now we are going to place our hands behind our head. We're going to cradle our head, so make sure that it's nice and supported. Our elbows are going to come into our periphery, and we're going to move into a chest lift. So you're going to exhale, send the ribs down, slightly curl back up until your shoulder blades come off the mat. Good. And then inhale, coming back down again. Just a standard chest lift here. Thank you, guys. Again, if you want, legs in tabletop is fine, or down on the ground. I just want you to make sure that when you're doing a chest lift, that it's just your ribs and upper thoracic curling up, and that we're not actually rocking the pelvis back to generate power as well. So this should be purely just for your upper abdominals. Shaun's actually doing a fabulous job. He's staying open through the chest.
Cheers, Katie.
He's going to have to be the new Instagram model for our Pilates page.
Bit of shaking going on.
Bit of shaking. Get Shaun back for our session earlier in the week. Beautiful. Let's just do 4 more here. Thank you, guys.
Thank you, Katie.
Good. Taking your time, everyone at home. Again, if you're feeling fabulous, you can also add in a single leg extension when your legs are in tabletop also, for those that are very familiar with this exercise. Beautiful, Shaun.
Last one.
Shaun's keeping me accountable for my counting. Good to see. If everyone now can roll over onto their tummies, that would be fantastic. Thank you. So if you have a towel or pillow at home, just make sure you can support your forehead on it just in the beginning. We won't use it for too long though. So we're going to go into a single leg kick, a little bit more for a traditional Pilates exercise. So you're actually going to press up onto your elbows, just onto your forearms, like into a Sphinx position. So you're going to make sure you're pressing away from the mat so your shoulder blades are staying flush against the ribs cage and your chin is in. So to do a single leg kick, we're going to start on the right hand side. So you're going to bring the heel in towards the bottom and pulse it twice. 1, 2, straighten it out nice and long, squeeze the quad so it starts to hover off the ground, and then place it back down. Good. Onto our left side, we're going to bring the heel up and you're going to pulse, pulse, straighten the leg out nice and long, squeeze the quad so you just have a little bit of space underneath into the mat, and then bring it back down again. Good, so we're just going to alternate side to side here, guys. So going back over to the right leg, pulse, pulse, straighten the leg out nice and long, lifting the thigh up and placing it back down. And over to the left. So I don't want you to neglect your upper body here, guys. I want good head, neck and shoulder organization. Your chest is staying away from the mat. Shaun is sinking down. There we go.
I think I can get my leg back if I lift my
Oh, really?
chest down.
Shaun's a little tight through the front of his hips.
It's one or the other.
Good, and then onto the other side. So guys, when you're straightening the leg, just squeeze the front of your thigh, just so your leg just hovers off the mat and coming back down. I don't actually want you really lifting the leg back up into the air, because otherwise you'll probably compensate through your lower back. Good. Reaching the leg nice and long, squeeze and let it go back down. Good. One more on the left. Pulse, pulse. Good adjustment there, Shaun. Squeeze and then come back down. Perfect. Why don't we all come back up into a child's pose for us there? Thank you. Beautiful. Good. Couple deep breaths into the bases of the lungs here, guys. And then we're going to come up into our 4-point kneeling position. And we're going to do a lovely cat camel while we're here. Good, so making sure our shoulders are over our wrists. Good, we're going to round up like the camel. I've got it right this week. And exhale as you sink your chest down towards the mat. Good. Inhale, fill the lungs full of air, rounding through the spine, and then exhale, sinking the chest back down towards the mat again. Trying to work into those areas that might just be a little bit stiff, like Shaun's thoracic. Stuck in flexion. Too much homeschooling, Shaun. Beautiful, guys. I'm sure you're all doing a fabulous job. Keep moving through this here. We'll just do one more after this one. Thank you. No rush. Beautiful. Good. One more rolling up. Beautiful. Good. And then assuming your 4-point kneeling position again here, nice and strong. So let's find our neutral spine. Okay, we're going to move into our quadruped. So we're going to slide our right arm forward, our left foot back, slightly hover it above the mat, and then place it back down. Good. And then we're going to alternate to the other side. Left arm, right leg. Good. Just watch the video if you're a bit left and right confused, which I can be sometimes. Not today, because Shaun's doing a fabulous job. Good. And again, making sure that we're drawing our ribs down towards our pubic bone, so we're staying connected through our core, drawing the ribs up because we don't want to see any movement through here. The tray of cocktails is back, guys, and it should be resting straight onto your hips. Good. Shaun's onto his right side, and we'll do one more here. Thank you, guys. Good. Back down into a child's pose. Sitting back down onto the heels, knees can go out to the side. Deep breath into the bases of the lungs again to have a break. Good. So we're going to do another version here, guys, if it's not appropriate for you to stick with the level we just did there. So we'll come back up into 4-point kneeling. So now we're going to stay on the same side. So let's start with the right arm and left leg reaching out nice and long. Reach, 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 reach. Good. You're going to bring it in, touch your hand to your thigh, and then straighten it back out again. Shaun's favorite exercise. We're going to do 10, guys. Inhale as you come in, exhale out nice and long. Perfect. Shaun gave this to me earlier this week, and it's one of my favorite Pilates exercises. So here we go.
Should have been better at it.
Should have been. Oh, a bit of sass. Bit of sass on our Friday afternoon. Good. And Shaun will be glad to know that I've lost counts. Make sure you do 10 at home, thank you, guys. I trust you all at home. No cheating. Good. And Shaun's doing a good job at keeping the chin in as well, so it stops you from getting any, overcompensation through the neck as well. Good. Have a break back into the center, guys. Catch your breath before we reach our left arm out long and our right leg out long. Good. Inhaling, coming in, touching the hand to the thigh, and then exhaling out nice and long. Beautiful. So just nice and slow here, guys. Feeling our belly button drawing up towards our spine, so this should be for your abdominals. Also quite handy for our postural muscles to keep our head, neck, and shoulder organization here as well. I bet Holly's glad she missed this week.
This is harder than you usually do.
It's a little bit harder this week.
Oh,
Yeah.
there we go.
Good. All right. Sitting back into a child's pose. Just give Shaun a rest. So guys, what we'll do, optional, you can stay in child's pose, or I was going to run through a couple of up month in the clinic. Again, another one of Shaun's favorite exercises. So what we're going to do, we're going to do a slightly different push up here today. You're going to be on your hands and knees again. Good, bit Pilates style. Our hands just might be ever so slightly outside of our shoulders. And what we're going to do is you're going to keep your neutral spine. You're just going to bend the elbows and slightly angle down towards the mat as if you're just going to give it a kiss. Beautiful. And we're only going to do 6 here. So you'll inhale down, take the head down towards the mat, and exhale back up again. So you just rock forward and then coming back up nice and tall. Perfect. 3 more here, guys. You'll inhale down, exhale up. Good, 2 more. Fabulous, good. And then you'll take a seat. Shaun, you're going to face this way for the camera. Everyone's going to take a seat now on the end of their mat. Shimmy forward a little bit more there, Shaun. Shimmy, shimmy, shimmy. Okay, fabulous. Guys, we're going into your roll down. So you're going to sit with your feet on the ground, hands behind the thighs, and you're going to be up nice and tall. Good, so you're going to take a deep breath in. You're going to exhale, tuck pelvis back, rolling down ever so slightly onto the mat. Feet will stay there as long as they can. When they can't stay there anymore, they will lift and you will control yourself back down. Oh, fabulous. Yeah, no, keep all the way down. Perfect. Legs and tabletop. Beautiful. Good. Hands back behind the thighs. Deep breath in at the bottom here, guys, and your exhale, chin to chest, start to roll up. Look into the belly. We've got heavy sandbags on the ankles, and they're just going to take you down. Oh! Shaun needs some practice at his roll-ups. Okay, deep breath in at the top here, guys. Exhale, rolling the pelvis back, slowly going all the way down. Nice and slow. Shaun's very good at his eccentric control here, and legs will float up into tabletop as you're rolling onto your back. Good. All right, deep breath in. Exhale, chin to chest. Looking into the belly, legs go down, and you're going to articulate all the way up. And sitting up nice and tall. Beautiful. 1 more here for me, everyone at home, guys. Good. All right. For everyone at home, you can do 1 more roll up. Shaun, you can if you do. Yep, good. Exhale, rolling up, all the way up, all the way up. And sitting up nice and tall. Fabulous. Good. Okay. Let's get everyone lying on their side. Thank you. Yep. And just make sure your head's supported. We're going to go into some side glute series here. Thank you, guys. Shaun's favourite. So make sure your head's supported on a pillow or your bottom arm, guys. Let's have bottom leg bent, right leg out long. Bottom leg bent, and we'll go, out long. Yep, good. All right, so now we're going to float the leg up off the mat and then touch it back down again. So I want your foot angled down, so your heels up towards the ceiling. Inhale up, exhale down. Perfect, and we're just gonna roll onto our sides. Beautiful. And you'll only lift the leg up as high as you can go before you start to bend through the waist here. So we're still keeping that good trunk control in the middle, so we're not just sinking down towards the mat there as well. Beautiful. Keep going here, guys. Nice and slow for this one. Time under tension is our friend, so work on our pelvic stability. Beautiful. Let's go for 4 more, please, everyone at home. And I just want you to check in with your bodies as well. So if you're looking down towards your feet, you should be in one straight line besides your bottom leg, being bent for stability. So you shouldn't be flexed through the top hip here. So nice and open. Good. Now we're going to float the leg up into the air. And because I'm sick of circles, we're going to do a square. So you're going to draw a square in the air. Nice little small square. No rounded edges. Make it distinct. Perfect. And again, I want an absolutely still trunk, so you're keeping your abdominal control through there as well. Draw one more square for me, thank you guys, and then we're going to go back in the other direction. You're not allowed to have a rest, Shaun. Not yet. Just 3 more squares. Oh dear. Good, nice work. Okay, so we're going to have your bottom leg out long now, thank you guys. Our top leg's going to be resting on the ground, and we're going to do some inner thighs so Shaun doesn't kill his gluteals. So you're going to straighten the bottom leg, you're going to lift it up off the mat and then place it back down again. Good. We're going for 20 here, guys. Is this okay for your body, Shaun? Okay. It looks good. Just make sure you're comfortable, Shaun. So using your top hand to support on the mat, bottom leg down. Shaun hasn't done his Pilates assessment. Tut tut. I have to do it later this week. Good, guys. Keep going here at home. You'll notice you'll start to bend through the knee. So I want you to keep this nice and straight through here. Perfect. Good. Beautiful. Fabulous. Can we go for 3 more here? Thank you, guys. We're counting to 20 at home, depending on how quick you're going. Good. And we're going to stay where we are. We're going to place the hands behind the heads, or you can have your arms out long. We're going to go into a book opening. So we're going to inhale, top arm up, following it with your gaze, and exhale around. You can have both your legs bent or top leg down, whatever's most comfortable for you guys. I tend to try and teach it in clinic with both legs on top of each other, but just so you don't, yeah, good. And you're just going to pretend your knees are glued down against the mat as well. Good. And this just isolates our lumbar, so we're just moving through the thoracic by keeping our knees up nice and high towards the tummy. Beautiful. Good. Shaun, we're going to do another 3 here. Thank you. Taking our time. Good.
You notice I go really slow stretches.
I was about to say, we need to do with your glute series. I was like, I usually do 4. Nice, Shaun. Good. All right. So we should finish off your glute series on this side. So we'll have both legs bent, thank you. And just bringing the heels back in line with your bottom into your clam position, thank you. And then you're going to lift the heels up off the mat. Keep the heels in the air as you open the top leg out into a clam. Good. And then closing back down again. Good. Keep the heels elevated and repeat here. Exhale to open the clam, inhale to close. Again, only open as far as you can before you rock back through the hips, so you should be very, very still from here upwards. Beautiful, Shaun.
What's the benefit of raising the...
Is this a testing session, or is this my Pilates class, Shaun? It adds extra work for your external rotators. I'm sure you're feeling that, Shaun.
I am.
Good. All right. Have a break. Perfect. All right. All right. So now we're going to place your right elbow on the mat, and we're going to come up into a little bit of a side plank. So your thighs are going to be in line with your body, and your knees are bent. Elbow is going to be on the mat, so we're just going to be propped up a little bit here. And essentially we're just going to come up just into a little side plank, so lifting the hips up off the ground, making sure you're nice and straight through the trunk, and then placing the hips back on the ground again. Good. So you're going to exhale, lift up into your side plank. Good. And then inhale back down. So the idea is when you come up, you're just moving your hips slightly further forward in the air, so you're nice and straight when you're in that top position. Good. Good. 5 more here, thank you. And it's actually quite a nice shoulder stability exercise as well, because you have to try and push away from the mat Make sure our shoulder isn't sinking up towards our ears. Good. And then we get some nice oblique work as well. Trying to progress your head, neck and shoulder control through these online sessions as well, gradually making them a little bit harder for everyone at home because we like progressive overload. Good. Over to the other side, thank you guys at home. And we're going to start back with your glute series. So Shaun's going to flip around so you can still see. He's going to place his hand underneath his head so he's nice and comfy. Bottom leg is bent, top leg is out long. Perfect. And we're going to angle our toe down so it's dipped down towards the earth. We're going to tap it on the ground and then take the heel up towards the ceiling. Into our first glute series. Don't roll back, Shaun, as long as you're, yep, good. Are you comfortable?
Yes.
Do you want a pillow?
No,
okay.
That's fine.
I've got your pillow today, Shaun.
Looking at that yoga block.
Yoga block over here. Do you want me to get it? You okay? Okay, good. 5 more at home, thank you guys. Again, lifting the leg up only as high as you can go before you bend through the waist and then coming back down again. Beautiful. Good. Then 1 more here. Have a break if you need at home, guys. Otherwise, we're going to go straight into the squares. Shaun will have a break, but you can start straight into the squares. So drawing a little square in the air, we'll go 4 forward squares, then 4 backward squares. Good. Because I'm after a little bit of a change in lockdown. So we're getting squares today, not circles. Good. All the same premise of working through your deep hip external rotators anyway, as long as you're not working through the trunk and moving through there. You're out, Shaun? At least your exercise is done for today. Good. 1 more square. Perfect. Have a break. Take your time at home, guys, if you're catching up there. Beautiful. Good. So now we're going to go into your inner thigh. So top leg will be down on the ground. Bottom leg is out long. So making sure you're comfortable with your head, neck and shoulders. Top arm can be supporting you in front, whatever's most comfortable. So you're going to straighten the leg slightly, hover it up off the mat, and then place it back down again. I'm looking for 20 pulses here, guys. So you're going to exhale, lift the leg up, and then back down again. Good. Beautiful. Perfect. So Shaun's got 10 more here. And again, it's just a tiny little lift and back down again. And just making sure we're nice and long through both of our waists so we're not shortening too much on our top waist as well. Doing a fabulous job, Shaun. Beautiful. Good. All right. So going into your book opening. Good. So knees up nice and high. Thank you, guys. In towards the chest. Arms out nice and long. We're going to inhale, follow our gaze up. And exhale around. Shaun didn't get the memo today about Funky Fridays, so that's why he's in black, guys. But I hope you're all wearing colourful things at home. I'll forgive Shaun.
I was quickly.
Yeah, it was
last minute.
Love that. Nothing wrong with that. Beautiful. Good. Keep going here at home. Thank you, guys. We're going to go for another 3 to 4 more here. Just taking it nice and easy, trying to get as much range as we can through our upper thoracic. Increased thoracic range of motion can help our core work more efficiently as well. Fun fact for the day. Good. Let's do 2 more here, Shaun. Following it with your gaze just to make sure we're getting as much range as possible and we're not decreasing it through our neck. Perfect. 1 more for good luck. And then we're going into our fabulous clam with our heels elevated. So if your knees were up nice and high towards your tummy, you might just need to rock them back a little bit so your heels are aligned with your bottom. Good. Heels come up into the air. Heels up in the air. Perfect. Good. And then we're going to take the top leg up into the clam and then back down again. Good. Perfect. Again, I don't mind if you don't have much range of motion in the hips, guys. It's all about what you can work through with what's available. Beautiful. 5 more, thank you, guys. Perfect. Good. Placing the legs back down onto the ground. We're going to bring our forearm underneath us. We're going into your side plank. We're going to take the legs back in line with the body. You'll start a little bit flexed through the hip. Good. When you're ready, you're going to come up into your side plank as you exhale. Make sure you're nice and straight through the middle, and then inhale back down again. Perfect. Shaun's going to have his neck back so it's in line with his body, and he's going to be looking straight ahead. Perfect. Good. I'm aiming for 10, guys. You're right, Shaun?
Yep.
Good. And again, if it's not appropriate for your body, guys, feel free to keep going with your side glutes. You know, with my classes as well, you can always keep going with a variation beforehand, as I'll gradually make it harder. Good. Beautiful. And then get excited, guys, because we're going to teach Shaun a merman, which is a mermaid. So if everyone can be sitting upright, thank you, we're going to go into a mermaid. So Shaun is going to sit up looking at the camera. He's going to bring his right foot in front and his left foot behind. Yeah. Kind of like a figure 4, kind of, but we'll be like this.
Okay.
Yeah. Is that all right for you?
Yeah,
Again, if your hips are a little tight, guys, you can just sit on a chair or cross-legged. That's also fine. So we'll see how Shaun goes. Shaun's going to take his arms out towards the sides. Good. He's going to take a deep breath in as he grows tall through the crown of the head. He's going to exhale, come up and over towards the right-hand side. Good. Reaching as far to the side as he possibly can, lifting from the underneath ribs. And inhale back to the center. Good. And exhale over towards the left. So you won't get as far this way, guys. It'll get a bit restricted, but that's all right. Just work with what you've got. Then inhale back through the center. Beautiful. So we're just going to flow side to side. Shaun's a piece of seaweed in the ocean, flying around. Beautiful. And then back through the center. And exhale over towards the left. Really nice for your thoracic mobility, guys. Bit of a focus today, if you haven't noticed. Good. Over towards the right. Good. And back towards the center, over towards the left. You're out, Shaun?
Yep.
Back towards the center. One more to the right. Thank you, guys at home. You're going to take your top hand, you're going to curl it underneath the body like you're going to shake someone's hand behind you. Beautiful. Exhale, and then inhale back up to the center here. Hold it. And exhale back underneath. So doing your twisting variation here now. Very hard for Shaun's thoracic. And let's just come back into the center, reset. Now we're going to swap our legs around. Try and do it without using your hands. You don't have to, Shaun. You can use your hands. Good. Arms up towards the side. Thank you. Deep breath in. Now we're going to head over towards our left. Exhale up and over. Lifting from the underneath ribs, creating much space as possible. Good. Inhale back through the middle. Exhale over towards the right. Oh! Yeah, back to the center. Keeping the shoulder away from the ears. Yeah, good. Back to the center. Over towards the right. Do you want to cross your legs, Shaun, or are you okay?
No, it's okay.
Okay, good. Over towards the left. Good. Back over towards the right. All right, heading over to the left. Thank you, everyone. Take that top hand. As soon as you reach your side bend, you're going to exhale underneath, wrap through the center. Good. Inhale back to your C curve, then exhale back underneath. Take the head down as well. Good. And then inhaling back through the center. Let's stack up, back up nice and tall again through the center for me. Thank you. Ooh, Shaun's going for another one. That's okay. Good. Lying on your back. Thank you, everyone. we're going to go into a glute stretch or a figure four stretch, whatever you want to call it. So we're going to hook our right leg over our left. So the ankle is going to rest on top of the thigh. You're going to take a hold between, of the right thigh, and you're going to hold it in towards you to try and get a stretch on the left-hand side. Good. So you can do it like that, guys. You can just hook the leg over and use your hands on the ankle and the knee as well, whatever's most comfortable for you. Couple deep breaths here, thank you. And then we'll swap over towards the other side. Good. Trying to direct the breath down into the bases of the lungs, reducing how much breathing we're doing through the top of our body, taking the stress out of the shoulders as well. To take on another day. Good. All right, coming out of that stretch there, you're just going to let the feet sit by each other. We're going to take our hands out towards the side into a gold pose position. And just try and let the wrists go back down towards the floor. If this is uncomfortable for you, you can lower the elbows slightly as well. We're going to take 3 deep breaths here. Thank you, guys. Into the belly. Deep breath in. And you'll exhale out. Perfect. 2 more breaths here, guys. If you need to have your arms down by your side, that's also fine. Good. 1 more here. And back out. Nice, guys. Well, thank you for joining us. Shaun looks like he's had a great time. Maybe he'll be back next week, guys. Not sure. We'll be back here anyway, so feel free to join us again at 12 o'clock next Friday. And we can get into another session of mat Pilates. Perfect. Have a good day, everyone.